What's up everybody and welcome to this video. So, drones. No, not this kind of drones. I'm obviously talking about cinematic drones. Wait a second. So this is the kind of drone that I'm talking about, the DJI Mavic Air. It's so tiny that it fits into a pocket and it can even take 4K footage. And it's pretty stable in the air and also easy to control. But it also has its drawbacks. And this is what I want to talk about in this video. Why? Because I finished with all the Japan videos that I wanted to make so far. And when I was thinking about the video to do for this week, I just thought I'd go and fly my drone for a little bit and make a video out of it. So there are a few downsides to flying drones that I wanted to mention in this video. For example, when you are flying high up, you get an awesome view of your surroundings, but the downside is that the footage is really slow and it's pretty boring to look at. I mean, check this out. So it's basically just a few seconds of flying straight and not much happens because you're so far up. The first and the last frame are almost the same. There's not much change happening. So what happens is that you either have to use very short clips or you have to speed up the clips to get something interesting. That also means that out of the more than 10 minutes of footage that I took yesterday, I only ended up using about 1 minute of it. With drones you really have to plan in advance what you actually want to film, because you have a limited flight time. And of course it's something that comes with experience, but to get this experience you also have to fly the drone a lot, which is quite difficult if you are living in a city. So that's why, even since I have the drone, I've only used it about 3 or 4 times here in Switzerland. But those limitations can obviously be overcome with experience and time. Another thing that I noticed while filming yesterday is that the drone has a really small sensor. But because the sensor is so small, darker areas of the footage become very grainy very fast. So when I filmed the sunrise and I exposed to actually be able to see the sun, I was aware that the areas below would be dark, but I didn't realize how grainy they would appear. I just expected them to be black or very dark, but the grain was quite annoying in the post-processing. But the biggest problem with flying drones, and that affects every drone, is the opinion that society has about drones. Many people seem to get paranoid when they hear a drone. I mean, of course the sound doesn't help, and that's sure something that will improve in the future, but I don't think that the paranoia that people have toward drones will really change. I mean, for example, I was filming there for about 20 minutes in the edge of town and some old lady came to me and they complained that I was disturbing nature with the drone. But still, knowing that flying the drone will annoy people often makes me not want to fly the drone. So I tend to choose places where there's no one around at all, so I can fly the drone in peace without annoying anyone. Anyways, I've been talking a lot without really getting to a point. I mean, drones are awesome, I really enjoy flying them, I enjoy the footage I can get out of it. But there are also these downsides to it that limit me on how often I use the drone. I hope that you enjoy it and see you next week for the next video. Bye bye.